Good morning everyone and welcome to today's vlog. I have made such a conscious effort today to be up before the baby. I've watched quite a few parenting vlogs and in quite a few they say like it's a really good idea to get up before the baby and kind of be awake to greet your baby instead of just getting up together. I'm not gonna lie, it's been really hard for me to do that. When Luna was first born, she was cluster feeding, which is basically when they constantly feed. She was really basically unhappy to be detached from me. And you know when like you understand the concept of having something but not quite the reality. I understood the concept of having a baby and I watched my sister do it and I thought I kind of knew what was coming, but when it actually came, it was such a shock. Like the life change, the switch over from going to kind of leading a self-centered life to then suddenly being selfless overnight was really difficult, and your whole routine changing, and it was like a lot to take on. And I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely thought that maternity leave would be like relaxing, to be off work, I wouldn't really be working, it would be very chilled out, I'd be able to do whatever I want and take the baby with me, and I feel like that was literally like cloud cuckoo land. A lot of people will laugh because they'll be like, girl, what were you even thinking? But I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. My sister did such a good job of it. She made it look so easy. Motherhood has not come easily to me, so I definitely have struggled. But today I was like, you know what? I want to film. I really feel like it's important for me to film and keep up with vlogging for my own sake and also doing the work in pharmacy land for my own sake to kind of keep my brain engaged. So yeah, I wanted to get up early this morning and film this video, and I wanted to show you guys a bit more of my morning routine. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do this morning is drink a glass of water and also take my 2 supplements. So at the moment I'm literally just taking biotin, which I got from Amazon, and also vitamin D, which I also got from Amazon. And these are just because, firstly, the biotin, I'm losing so much hair. The 3-month postpartum hair loss is real. I thought I got away with it and it wasn't going to happen to me because it passed 3 months and my hair was still very much intact. All of a sudden, this past few weeks, I have been shedding hair, like literally shedding hair all over the flat. It's really sad, but it is what it is. So I'm just giving myself a little bit of a boost. And obviously vitamin D I'm taking because it's winter here in England and there is barely any sun, and it's really important for bone health for both myself and the baby as I'm breastfeeding. So I'm going to take these 2 supplements. My mum always tells me as well to start the day off with a glass of water, and I really think that that helps me in terms of having breastfed in the middle of the night, and also just in general, because if your body is like a system, you want it to be hydrated and to flush out everything it doesn't need. The next thing I'm going to do is use our amazing milk frother, and let me tell you how much I have been using this milk frother. I'm obsessed with it because it basically cuts out all the hard work of stirring. For example, if you want to make a hot chocolate, it does all of the stirring for you. And for me in particular, I've been really enjoying having a matcha latte. I don't know if I was being paranoid, but I felt like every time I had coffee, it would prevent the baby from sleeping through the night. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, that was probably just because she was a newborn. But anyways, I didn't feel like matcha was affecting her as much. So I've really been enjoying this matcha. And this one we got from the Japan Centre in central London, and it tastes exactly how any amazing Japanese matcha latte would taste in a Japanese shop. So my favourite in London is Sajuri, and in Sajuri, I don't know what matcha they used, but it tastes exactly like this one. So I have been loving this. I don't have time to sit there with like a bamboo stick thing and like blend my own matcha. Like I don't have time for that. So this one and using the milk frother has literally been my maternity leave dream. So I've got my matcha latte now and I'm going to sit down and review today's agenda. As far as I'm aware, I need to call HMRC to sort out some tax stuff, and then I also need to reply back to one of my students who I'm helping with their personal statements. And the third thing I need to do is comment on somebody's cover letter. They sent me their cover letter last night for me to review, and as you guys know, I have like a £10 review service which I'll go into later. So I'm going to try and get that done whilst having my latte. If the baby awakes, then I'm probably gonna have to stop that. So I just finished my matcha latte, and just as I had my laptop open and I was about to do my work, I could hear her crying, so I had her up, fed her. She's now in her play gym, and this is her wake window. So I'm gonna spend this wake window with her, and when she's down for her next nap, that's when I'm gonna get ready and try again. She's a lot better at independent play in the mornings. For some reason, she's not as needy in the morning. So I've got her in the play gym, and I'm about to make myself some oats for breakfast. We normally would have lots of berries in the fridge, so I'd have this with like blueberries or strawberries or raspberries, but we've just been on holiday to Lithuania, so there's literally nothing in the fridge except half a box of grapes. So I'm just gonna have some oatmeal and some grapes, and that is today's breakfast. And to be honest with you, I'm not even that hungry right now, but I basically need to keep eating for my milk supply. Otherwise, I really feel like she gets frustrated and there's not much milk for her. For that reason, I just need to fill myself up, to be honest. When I tell you that this is literally the weirdest breakfast ever, I don't think I've ever put grapes inside oatmeal before. It is what it is. It's literally the only fruit we had, so it's okay. It's not too bad. It doesn't look very appetizing, but it's not too bad. I wanted to quickly show this tummy cushion. Basically, Luna's literally hated tummy time so much at the start, and one of my really close friends, Sabina, got me this tummy cushion. Well, not me, but got Luna this tummy cushion, and like honestly, it is amazing. It's so sturdy, and she spends so much longer on there now. I think it's because she's a little bit older as well, whereas obviously when she was a baby she didn't really want to do tummy time, but it's such a sturdy and good cushion that she spends a good 5 to 10 minutes on it now, with me supervising, of course. So for any mums out there who want to increase tummy time, this is amazing. No ad, no affiliation with this whatsoever, but just thought I'd mention how good it is. If I could show you what maternity leave truly looks like, this would be it. I literally wore this for the first time last night, and it's already got baby sick spill up all over it. Don't I, Luna? Don't I? Right guys, it is 10:30 and the baby's down for her first nap of the day. I actually don't know how long this one's gonna be, so I had to choose between getting ready, taking a shower and eating, and I've just decided to skip the shower part. So I'm gonna get ready and then try and eat. I kind of feel like I need to have lunch now because by the time she wakes up from her next nap, she'll be hungry. So I'm probably gonna have an early lunch. I know it's 10:30 in the morning, but it is what it is. No time for a shower this morning. That's just how it is. I'll have one tonight when my husband comes home. But I have just done my face now with this Korean PB cream. I'm now just gonna do my eyebrows really quickly, put a little bit of blush on, and then I think that'll be it. So the eyebrow pencil that I'm using is Lily by Red. I'm adding a little bit of blush to my face just because it adds a bit of colour. As we all know on here, I am no makeup artist. I've also been using this Atomy Reset Balm, which basically just adds a little bit of, I don't know, glow to my skin. I think right now I look really dull. My skin is really dull because I'm just so tired, so I just kind of add this on and it adds a little bit of a glow. And I'm not going to do my lips right now because I'm going to eat. So that is it. I'm not doing my eyes, I'm not doing eyeliner, I'm not doing mascara today. Don't have time for that, don't have time to remove it, so this is it. To complete this bare, simple look of today, I obviously have to have some jewellery, and I've partnered up with Anna Louisa for this part of the video. Their jewellery, like I said in my last video, is amazing. They have a 2-year warranty. It's one of my favourite brands just because it feels so good on the skin. And today, I know I said last time that I was going to avoid necklaces because of the baby, but I honestly could not resist getting this necklace. And obviously, of course, it is the moon. And I was saying in my last video that my daughter's name is Luna, so I just couldn't resist getting this necklace. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna wear it today. I hope that the baby won't pull at it. My plan is to feed her when she gets up, and then we're gonna go on a walk, and that way she's not playing with me. So this morning I was carrying her, and so I avoid kind of jewelry around the neck then. Today I'm gonna go on a walk as soon as I've eaten and she gets up and I've fed her. So I think I should be safe. I'll keep you guys updated. But honestly, oh, it just looks amazing. I'm obsessed. I mean, how beautiful is that? Honestly, it's such a beautiful necklace. Oh my God, it's on. I absolutely love it. Link in the description box below. Let me know what you think of their jewelry, and I hope you love their jewelry as much as I do. I've just realized in the mirror how many scratches I've got all over my neck. I've got a massive one here, and that is genuinely from the baby's fingernails. Honestly, we cut her nails so regularly with like the electric nail file, and they just grow back so fast, and she's literally scratching me all the time. I cannot believe how strong a baby's fingernails are, honestly. Oh my God, guys, that was about to be literally the shortest nap known to man. She woke up, but I managed to kind of put her back to sleep. I think she woke up because of the microwave sound. Anyway, it's time for my lunch. I'm one meal ahead of Luna, which is good. My husband is an amazing cook. Let me tell you how lucky I am to have someone like that in my life, especially postpartum. the majority of recovery after having a baby and also during maternity leave is having nutritious, good food on time for everything to work out smoothly, and he has cooked so many meals for me. I'm just so grateful for that, because otherwise it would be me having to cook right now, and probably by the time I'd finish cooking she'd be awake and that would be it. So yeah. Guys, I demolished that, and this has been my trusted tripod of the day.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to one of my colleagues at self-assessment.
Perfect, that's fine, thank you so much. So I was on hold for half an hour and then I finally got through to HMRC, so the tax stuff is sorted, but the baby is awake now, so I'm going to feed her, probably play with her a little bit, and then we're going to go for a walk and hopefully she'll fall asleep for her next nap and I'll be able to get some work done. I literally have been trying to get some work done all morning, but at least I've got one thing out of the way, which is the tax thing, so that's one thing off my to-do list. So I was in that cafe for a total of half an hour before little one woke up, and I was really scared of her causing a fuss. I'm quite like anxious about being in public with a baby, just because like I feel like a lot of people look at you and think of you like as an inconvenience. What I managed to do though was one of the tasks, which was basically helping one of my clients with her statement slash cover letter. She's applying to become a clinical trials coordinator, so what I did was do a grammatical check, and I do an overall kind of content check as well to see if like the flow is good, where I think there should be breaks in paragraphs and like ways I think stuff could be reworded or things could be removed. So last night I basically went through the whole 3 pages and added comments, sent it back, and my client then sent it back to me fixed. So I was going to show you those comments, but I can't because she's already gone through them and removed those. And then I made comments today on the second version, and she's now got it back and she'll send it back to me. So I have a review service, and it's a £10 review service. I look at cover letters, personal statements, band 6 applications, band 7 applications, and all of that for, and actually MFARM projects as well, for £10. And the reason I've kept it at that price, although a lot of people tell me to increase it, is because I feel like help should be cheap. Help should be cheap. Like I'm not going to be charging like £50 to £100 for helping somebody out, and I think £10 like is actually, yeah, it's really good for me in terms of it doesn't make me feel like I'm robbing people, and also I'm getting something for the time and effort that I'm putting in. So yeah, I go backwards and forwards and look at your content at least up to 5 times for £10, which I think is great, and I'm really proud of myself for that. I then actually was writing in my journal. TikTok literally influenced me. So I have this journal called Let It Go. And the reason I love it is because there's one question and I aim to answer one question. And the reason it's so good postpartum, so if you've got any friends who are going through postpartum, this is an amazing journal. And the reason it's so good is because like you just answer one question, and that's all I have time for. I did the cover letter editing, and then she woke up, so I was halfway through writing this journal, and then I let her to come home. But it's a perfect bite-sized amount to get through those feelings. So for example, today's question on here is what makes you feel guilty? It's like bite-sized feelings in one journal, so I was halfway through that, didn't manage to finish my entry, but there we go. I was about to call my student to help her with her university personal statement, but because of this one we had to come home. So we've rescheduled for 3:30, and I don't know how that's going to go. So if you are sleeping at 3:30, mummy's going to help somebody do their personal statement. So in terms of the personal statement service, it's helping someone from scratch write their pharmacy personal statement. I did 3 introductory sessions, each at £10 each. First session was basically discussing for half an hour on the phone why this person wants to do pharmacy, which universities they want to go to, why those universities. Before and after our session, I did research on those universities, what those universities are looking for, what this person's top choice is, and also asking the question like if they know the difference between pharmacy and medicine. The second session we did was I sent draft statements, so example personal statements for pharmacy, to the student, and she went through them as homework, and in our session we went through what she liked about those statements and what she didn't like, and therefore we have kind of the ability to review what she wants to put in her statement and what she doesn't want to put in her statement. I feel like once you start writing your personal statement, you lose sight of what you want, whereas if you've always got that goal of what you want in it and what you want it to have and what you don't want it to have, then that really helps. So we did that. And on our third session, we constructed and deconstructed and reconstructed her first paragraph. So her homework was to write one paragraph of her personal statement, and then with me we went through it and I changed it and she changed it, and we talked about what we liked and didn't like about it. And afterwards I said you can have as many or as little sessions as you want. So she's booked in for a fourth session today. So I feel like hopefully it's helpful, hence why she's coming back for some help. So yeah, if at 3:30 this one's sleeping, then we'll do that. Right now I'm just gonna enjoy time with Luna in her wake window, and I'll be back at 3:30 if I can be. Guys, I'm literally snacking on the world's worst pasta. This is literally a stomach filler. I made some last night, well yesterday, when my husband was at work in the office and he wasn't at home, hence why I had to make my own pasta and I had to leave it because it was just not great. Guys, I did not manage to speak to my student at 3:30. It's about 4:15 now. For the past half an hour, the baby would not stop crying, and I fed her, burped her, changed her nappy, did book time, tummy time, had her on the rocker, had her on my lap. I was trying to eat at the same time. I literally was like on the verge of crying. I've already messaged my husband being like, I just can't do it anymore. And she was just crying and crying, and I think she was just, I don't know what it was, maybe she's like overtired and stuff, and sometimes she just doesn't go to sleep. For me, like doing my own stuff, such as like personal statement stuff and like keeping in touch with the pharmacy world, like it's really important for me right now, because I feel like a lot of my identity and what I knew has been not taken away from me, but it's like pushed to one side right now. So I'm trying to like maintain some sense of self. When it hit 3:30 and she was screaming and she wouldn't go down for her nap, like I just felt so sad and like depressed. And now she's sleeping, I'm like, right, I'm gonna try and call my student now and like get back in it. But yeah, I'm really not finding motherhood easy. I think to some people it really comes naturally, but I'm just really struggling right now. So I know what the things I need to do are, which is to get like some breaks from her, and also to keep doing stuff like vlogging and like making my own pharmacy videos, like, and seeing my friends and stuff like that really helps me. So I know what I have to do, but it's hard. Like it's really hard. It's one of the most, oh my god, sorry about the camera angle, I literally, my arm is aching, so I've just switched arms. But yeah, like I think it's one of the most challenging things I've ever done in my life, is to be a mother. Of course I'm really grateful and I love her to pieces and stuff, but some days I'm really just so touched out and like detached, and I don't know how to describe it. Like some days I'm just literally just, there's nothing left in me, you know, there's no fight left in me, and then it resets the next day after I've had some sleep and some food. But yeah, it's just been one of those times. Guys, I just finished the journal entry that I started in the cafe that I never managed to finish, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make myself a hot chocolate and just come down. And I've messaged my student just to say like, is she available now, because I'm an hour later than our initial appointment time, and I've just told her that like the baby was really fussy and now she's sleeping, and is she free at 4:30. So we'll see what she replies. But this is the hot chocolate that I'm going to have today. It is literally my, I genuinely don't like gingerbread, and my best friend Angie bought this for me, and I was like, okay, like we'll see how it goes, let me taste it. Oh my god, it is such a freaking good hot chocolate. It's got like that kind of chili like spice to it. I used to have a cup of this every day, or even 2, but I've almost finished it. Like there's not that much left in it, to be honest, so to avoid finishing it completely I've slowed down. But I'm like, right now I just feel like I really deserve it, because I'm just struggling. Like I always thought that I would really enjoy being a stay-at-home mum. I didn't realize just how dependent I was on my job as an identity, because not going to work has really kind of thrown me off and made me feel like there's not much to my personality. Like I want to come home to my husband and like have things to talk about, tell him things that I've learned and stuff. And sometimes I feel like because I'm with the baby all day, every day, 24/7, there's just nothing more for me to share with him that he doesn't already know. Yeah, I've definitely felt strange in this new role, and I'm sure that I will become used to it and like grow into it and settle into motherhood and stuff, so I'm not worried. But it's been really hard. Like, it's been in the trenches. Some days are like in the trenches. It's gonna get better and stuff, and like I understand that and I'm doing my best, but it's tough. Okay, so the hot chocolate is definitely making me feel better, and my student said that she is available at 4:30, so I'm about to call her now and get some work done finally. You've written a lot more. I'm just gonna add it there now. I also like that you end with, there's a few things that I would change though. And how many characters is this? Because you have a 4,000 character limit, don't you? Doesn't need to be capital letter. That's and it doesn't really go anywhere. So we can change that to be fair, I would even take out the whole first sentence if I'm honest. Okay, so I have just finished my session with my student today, but that is the end of today's vlog. I feel like it's pretty long. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I hope it's fine and that you've enjoyed watching a somewhat productive day in my maternity leave. And remember to check out Anna Louisa's website. They have so many good discounts going right now, and they're perfect presents for Christmas as well. So make sure you check out the link in the description box below, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye!